internet had like a little drop and it just fucked everything up. So this is the solution. We can go to Materia if you ever wanted to go to Oceanian and hang out in Zervan. Oh, are these all the bosses from Heavensward? That's clever.
Why the fuck did it suddenly unmute you? Unmute your stream. Ah!
Whenever I have a connection issue, it usually fucks up with my audio. Well, yeah, dude, we could travel to Dynamis if you wanted to play together. I don't mind. Kraken, Maduin, Marilith. What are these all rough?
Maduin.
Not Kraken.
Yeah. If you wanted to, we could.
No.
We could go to Kuchu. You want to go to Kuchu?
I can't access. I'm working on leveling things. I need to access my freaking retainers right now because I'm having them do stuff.
That sounds gay.
It is.
All right.
It's Julian.
Okay, yeah. I think my viewer count is like at 7 right now, which is a lot for me. And it's like, I know it's just what do you call it? One of those glitches from restarting stream. Alright, we'll log in.
Alright, so I have a level 1 key sphere now, but what should I do with it?
If you thread a needle through it, you could turn it into an anal bead.
True. But I don't know if that would help Titus or not.
Okay. Let's figure out what we're gonna do right now. Because I think I have enough currency. 700.
I need ability spheres. Join. Where's a good early game place to get ability spheres?
After you, like I told you, after you beat the thin spot.
I'm also 13 fates away from finishing Kozumauka. So I guess I might as well do these fates.
I told you gotta slow down with the spear grid or you're gonna hit a point where you're not gonna be able to activate abilities because you won't be able to use any. Because you gotta get ability spheres and ability spheres are fucking hard to get in the beginning.
I have 99 power spheres.
Yeah, because they're easy
like
to get.
50 mana spheres. I got a bunch of speed spheres.
Because
I mean, I have 15 ability spheres still, but...
Spend them. You're gonna have to spend them eventually anyway.
Yeah,
I mean, I gotta max out the entire fucking sphere grid for every character.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, but later on, but at a certain point, they're gonna be easy to get anyway. It's, Wait. Back up.
I'm here to help you.
I'm not going to fucking,
Farewell.
If I get 2 more trophies in 15, I'll also platinum 15 for the year, which I'm counting.
Nice. Might as well.
And I do at some point, because I was jumping around chapters trying to figure out how the post game worked, because I haven't played 15 really in 7 or 8 years, and the cutscene played and I was like, I don't remember this at all. So at some point I will go back and just play through the entire game, probably with my leveled up characters, like New Game Plus style, just to save myself the headache. But I do want to experience that story again, just to see how I feel about it, like almost 10 years later.
Yeah, that's one that I've got to eventually play through. Because I got a little ways in, because I got to, where was it? When you get your first of the whatever weapons that they're called, the Regalia. I got the first one of those, and that was as far as I got. So it wasn't like the beginning, but it wasn't very far in.
Yeah, I get it. 13 was where they, again, it feels like a transition game till they get to that one that's really going to change everything. 13 was much more a 3D version of the older games. Lightning Returns refined it even more. 15, when I was playing it, it looks amazing. The load times are crazy long still, but it looks really good, and I could see where they were going with the big open areas to make it feel like an open world. 16, they narrowed the focus to really emphasize the plot and the characters, so you didn't really have that open of a world, but it was okay because the story and the world were so good. 7 Rebirth is the first one where it really is a full open 3D world like the old games. It's just that you can't traverse it fully like a GTA game where you can just go up and like with absolutely zero boundaries. But they're getting there. Eventually they'll be just a full, completely open world Final Fantasy game.
Should be nice. Yeah. I'm looking forward to that day, but it'll still be a while.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to platinum Rebirth by the end of the year because that game is difficult. That game is hard.
I love shotgun.
I know what I'll be at least platinum Final Fantasy 6 by the end of the year.
Yeah.
I want to get 7 by the end of the year. I'm gonna try my hardest to get 10, but I truly don't know if I'll be able to get 10. But I'm gonna try.
If I could do the 13 trilogy in a month, you can do 10.
There's only like 2 trophies I'm worried about. And that's like it all has to do with getting the ultimate weapons, in all honesty. Like the ultimate weapons. Because like the Chocobo race getting a 00000 Chocobo race. Blitzball's not that bad.
You gotta get the right.
Blitzball, there's ways to cheat the system. No, Blitzball, you just score a goal and then you hide behind your goal and you wait until time runs out and you win.
It's easier if you get better. If you get better characters.
Yeah, but like it's not that bad. The 2 that I'm most worried about is the getting 0000 for Chocobo race and the dodging 200 lightning bolts in a row.
You can do it. When I was a kid and I was playing 10, because I finished and did my time in 10 back on the PS2, I was able to get all the ultimate weapons except for Wakka's because I don't like Wakka and I don't like Blitzball.
Here's a fun thing with the lightning. There's a delay now. There's lag that you have to account for when you're doing it on the HD version.
Maybe that'll work out in your benefit because now you don't have anything to compare it to. It's just like you just relearn the timing.
What I'm hoping, because it won't be long before I'm at the Thunder Plains. There's a trick that I didn't know about back in the day. I'm gonna hope that works because there's like a crater, and that crater, whenever you get to a certain point near it, automatically does a lightning bolt. So you can time that out because of the fact that it's like guaranteed same time. It's not the random. So I'm gonna hope for the best on that. But I'm gonna try. I will definitely give it my best shot. Because 10's one of my favorite Final Fantasies, so.
And yet, I thought you had finished that game. I didn't know that you never finished it.
So, here's the thing. I've beaten about halfway through the game, and then I beat a lot of the endgame stuff, because I copied over one of Julian's files from near the end, and fucked around and beat the game. But I've never done, like, the last bit of the game. Like, the last, or that middle kind of third of the game. I never did.
Yeah, seeing the Albed home be destroyed and all that shit.
Yeah, beating Lady Unalaska, that kind of thing.
That's a rite of passage, man, my man. You gotta beat
yeah,
Lady
so
Unalaska.
that's why I don't consider myself to have beaten Final Fantasy X. Like, is because I didn't do, like, if I was just like a boss or 2 off, I would probably consider it beaten, but I don't.
You got to deal that fight right after you just beat that stupid.
I mean, there's ways to like cheese the hell out of it. So.
That cloister guardian where you have to like jump between platforms and fucking shit. And then after every fight after the second Seymour fight, every boss is like, "Hey, look, you have a summon. Fuck your summons. We banish them from existence."
I do love that the speed run they finally made a system that will remove cutscenes. Because for whatever reason, Final Fantasy X, even in the HD version, will not let you skip cutscenes.
I need help to do this. I'm not gonna be able to do this on my own.
But they were also like, yeah, we found out that the game is very like RNG manipulatable. So we decided that while we were removing cutscenes, we're gonna actually make the RNG truly random, so that we can't just RNG manipulate things and actually make it tougher on ourselves. Because fuck it, why not? Alright! That's how the speedrunner wants to do it. They're like, we're the only speedrunning community we know of that was like, no, we don't want to be able to manipulate things. But, I mean, they beat Final Fantasy X in fucking 4 hours.
Get away from me.
Which is insane to me, that you can beat Final Fantasy X in 4 hours.
Yeah, it seems incredible. Get back here, you
getting
fuck!
anima. You also get anima during that.
Jesus.
I don't want to fall.
Which is why I can use the speed run and watch the speed run in order to do the fucking Cloister of Trials things, while also getting the thing for anima. So,
shit.
Because I fucking hate those things.
Well, it wouldn't be so bad if you did, but the biggest problem is, you know, getting the whatchamacallit, the stupid destruction spears.
Well, yeah.
Because it makes you, because some of the dungeons make you reset the entire dungeon to do it. Fucking Shiva's dungeon makes you reset the entire thing just to get back.
Shiva's dungeon I got through before, back when I first played this game. Or, like, the HD one. And that's when I don't have the fucking save file.
Finally,
so Bahamut's take so long if you have to just go up and down and up and down the stupid.
Hell yeah.
Ramp.
Oh yeah.
Fucking the memories are coming back just from talking about it.
But don't worry, I gotta do all the Dark Aeons now.
I haven't done that in like 20 years, dude.
The good thing is, I heard you could cheese those fights now.
Yeah, I'm just gonna Yojimbo the fights, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah, why are you worrying about the abilities? I thought you were gonna pay Yojimbo to do everything for you.
You still have to get the entire ability or sphere grid for trophies.
I know, but that's what I mean. It's like, why worry about it if you're gonna spend them all anyway?
Because I still gotta get them all.
No, I need to say this in a way that I need to say this in a way that's more clear. When you were asking about it, it seemed like you were conflicted about a decision on which one to get, as if it was, important.
It matters because it's going to be a long time before I get you a Jimbo.
Okay, so you're not there
like,
yet.
For bosses and stuff like that, oh god, no, I just played my first round of Blitzball, just got Auron in the party.
This fucking douchebag?
So, like,
I'm here the whole time, fighting this thing for like 7 minutes, and then this warrior shows up, and he's like, I'm going to take aggro. I got it from here, you fuckwit.
That's what I'm supposed to do.
Thank you. Thank you, Leica. I don't know if you're a streamer or not, but I appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, he left. I think he's watching and help me. Thank you. I appreciate it. I only need a couple. I need like maybe a dozen more fates and I'll be done with this area.
Oh, of course you had to fucking attack Lulu, you fucker.
11. I need 11.
Self-destruct and kill Lulu, and meaning she doesn't get any fucking AP. Thanks.
You know what I really didn't like about 13 is that the leveling currency was called Crystarium points. So it was really weird when I had to be like, I really wish I had more CP. Yeah. I could really use some more CP right now. Why am I limited on how much CP I can have?
Yeah. Yeah.
Axe go even more burst.
Whoa.
I will say, one of the other complaints I remember people having a lot about 13, that, like, as much as I understood it wasn't the story they were trying to tell, was the fact that you never went to, like, a town, a village, or anything else. Like, you never, went around shopping and stuff. Like, it was just the sphere. You talked to the sphere and you bought things.
You don't really interact with people, very many people.
Yeah,
yeah. And it's like, I understand, the complaint, but I also get why, like, the story they were trying to tell with it.
Yeah, narratively it wouldn't really work because the first half of the game you're an outlaw on the run, and literally the entire world is after you, because they've established very much that since you are a pulselessy, you are the enemy of Cocoon, and you need to die. And everybody's been drinking the Kool-Aid for like centuries, so nobody's gonna be on your side. And then when you leave to go to Pulse, it's literally an uninhabited world, so there wouldn't be shops or towns or people like vendors and shit.
Right.
But I think people, and it's that thing that phrase.
But there are random villages on Pulse.
But they're like dilapidated. There aren't vendors there. But it goes back to the thing where I think people have conflated gameplay with identity, where like it doesn't have shops, it isn't Final Fantasy, or if it is, it doesn't do this, it's not an RPG.
I mean,
where it's like
I don't know if
13 is a unique thing.
Like some of the ones that were complaining, I don't think we're saying that it wasn't like, you know, Final Fantasy because of it. It was just a matter of they didn't like that choice.
Yeah, I get that. It's
like I understand it. It's just a matter of like I also understand, you know, why they could not narratively make it work with the story they were trying to tell.
Who is running these? Yeah. Who is running these spheres, these stinking shops anyway? Yeah. It's like, how are they not being tracked by that shit?
It was explained. It's like what do you call it? It's an automated. It's like a super advanced 3D printer, and your money's like tied to your account in a way where you have anonymity for it. I can't remember exactly what it was, but they did have an explanation for it.
And the government can't track a bunch of random shops where these were cited.
You were basically just buying it off the dark web.
Yep, that's a pretty good way of looking at it. Yeah. I was gonna say something. Oh yeah, like I don't mind them saying that. My issue or where my frustration comes in, because I'm gonna use Lag as a sort of microcosm of this, where his opinion on 14. He doesn't like 14. He doesn't really like Final Fantasy as a genre or like as a IP. You know, like he's not really into the games, which is fine. But one of the things he said about 14 about why he doesn't like it is he enjoyed a game like World of Warcraft or Diablo where you have much more ability to customize your character. So in this game, if I'm a paladin, Julian's paladin is going to be the exact same paladin as me. We're going to have the same access to buttons, the same tree. Not even that. I mean, like at level 80, we get this ability. Okay. At level 82, we get. Whereas a game like World of Warcraft would be like they have a choice at level 80 to get A, B, or C. I could go with A, and Julian could go with C, etc., etc. And I was like, that's not what this game is. And that's fine if you don't want to do, you know, if you wanted that experience. Where I get all agitated is when people are like, it's a bad game because it doesn't have. I'm not saying this is what Lag said, but it's a game that's not good because it doesn't have that. Well, like, no, that's just not what this game is. If you want that option, they're out there, and you know you don't have to really play this game if you don't want to. But to like walk away being like it's a bad game because it doesn't have this or it's not this, and that's unfair. You have to take the game for what it is, and if it does that poorly, then sure, it deserves to be criticized. But like, you know, I don't want to hear it if you're just going to complain because it isn't what you wanted it to be.
Right. No, I think there's a certain level of fair or understanding that it may not be a game for you, and then and then hating on the game.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, unfairly. And it's like, no, like, it's just not for you. It's not what you wanted from a Final Fantasy. Okay, that's fine. Move on to the next one, you know?
And it goes back a little bit to what Jock was talking about earlier, how he was saying he misses that era of the angry critic. I'm over it at this point. If we can't come to an understanding, I don't want to just hear you shit on it for no reason. And in the spirit of that, I did rewatch the Spoonie, like, what is it, review, if you want to call it that, of 13.
Spoonie experiment?
Yeah, well, like his review of 13, like after I finished 13, I went back and watched it. Yeah. It still holds up in terms of it's funny, and his rage is still entertaining. I will say, he is just plain wrong about some stuff. Like, for example, he mentions the device that Lightning uses to fall from really far up and she lands safely. And he's like, that's really cool, but we never see it again. Why is it never in the game? We should have like this every time. Where he literally skipped over a cutscene where Zaz broke it. They make a point where Zaz breaks it, and you see it go like shh, and it's making like broken noises and shit. Like, it's right there, you know. Yeah. If you look at it, it's really hard to not see that detail. And then it's probably like a military device, so you're probably not going to get another one easily.
Well,
so,
and especially like, you know, if you're a fugitive.
Yeah. So
yeah,
like,
I think it's more of that you know, I thought it was more of the fact that they bring up a lot of interesting technology, but they never actually like implement it or explain why it is outside of, you know, data logging.
Yeah, the data log has a lot of it.
Has any Final Fantasy ever fully explained why any of this shit exists?
Yeah, well, the ones that do, people hate it when they do. People hate when they go on long diatribes of explaining it.
Yeah,
you know, like 14 does.
14 does love to pat itself on the back.
It's like, we created this thing. This plot thing. This thing is happening in the plot, and you're going to like it.
There you go. What was I gonna say? Yeah. So, and I don't want to shit on Spoony. I can say with confidence he was like, some of the stuff he said in the review was wrong. He was probably doing it on purpose to, like, you know, be more entertaining, which it was. I had that. You don't know yet. I had that stuck in my head for days.
You don't know yet.
Yes, I really enjoyed that because it is a funny delivery and I like it a lot. Betrayal. Betrayed me.
He got so much shit for that. Because maybe autistically yelling betrayal in the middle of E3 is a bad idea.
I don't know. Like, Spoony apparently was a big asshole in real life.
Well,
like,
it turned out, you know,
he got them all banned from things.
It's because he was
like
asshole.
His Twitter was like full of like all kinds of shit that just got annoying.
I will say,
one of those people who really who technically it's like, maybe you should. It's like you have one of those. You have like some kind of mental condition there. Fucking, maybe you shouldn't be in the spotlight. And unfortunately, he was.
Yeah.
And all his shortcomings were as well. So it's like he learned that he needed help for that shit. And then even so, it's like.
Yeah.
Even when he like randomly streams, it's like that same energy he used to carry ain't there. People are like, this is not the same. It's like, yeah, it's not the same because he got fucking help.
Yeah, and he you can tell that he matures and he gets older, and he doesn't ignore his mistakes. So, like, again, one of the examples was I was watching the 13 review. He does address back in his Final Fantasy 8 review when he was making that emo like he was doing that. He was like, I was being a douchebag. That wasn't a good joke. Like, I apologize for that. Like, he's just straight up admits like that was wrong. He was a different person. And he said he was sorry. So, like, I do feel Julian is right. He's just a person that, because he's probably much more comfortable in a smaller circle, but when he's broadcast that big, all of the things that became habits of his were probably amplified to a degree which I don't think any of us could handle, honestly. But he's gone now, and he's just doing his thing.
Yeah, because he'll randomly stream on YouTube once in a blue moon for some reason, and there are still plenty of people who watch it. But like, I looked at it once, and it's like, why are these people complaining about? And it's like, why are these people? Some of these people in chat talking about it's not. He's not the same. It's like, who do you want him to just sit there and rage the entire time? Nah, he's on meds. He's on medication now. The guy's got.
I think that is what they're
together.
wanting. It's like, because people don't. I mean, like, they think that's it.
Here's the thing that I think is lost about Spoony, or at least I hope it's lost and isn't just, people being ignorant. I preferred his excitement over his rage, where in like those Reb Brown reviews that he did, I feel like he legitimately enjoyed those movies and he was excited to talk about them. And I was like, I like this Spoony. He's like talking about how dumb it is, but he isn't judging it for it being dumb. He's
reveling in the fact that it's dumb.
Yeah, I enjoyed that.
Like, the board game ones.
The board game ones were good. I like his
It's
Ultimate
kinda
series, especially the early ones where he was just like, "This is a good game. I like this game. This game is important to me."
Essentially, I think a lot of people from the era around when MST3K was coming out kind of didn't kind of get the whole like the reason why they were riffing on those movies. It's because they were hilariously bad that they would actually riff on those movies to just, you know, because they were goofing off and having fun. But like, a lot of people think they were just being. A lot of people forget that, like, oh no, it's not just vitriol for the sake of vitriol. It's
Yeah,
like, you know,
people just hating on stuff with it. I will never forgive CinemaSins for making that a popular way to consume media. Like, this is like, we should just focus only on either the bad things or the perceived bad things, and be rewarded for putting a spotlight on that.
To nitpick fucking movies and media to death.
Yeah, I still have CinemaSins blocked to this day. I just don't want anything to do with them, good or bad.
Yeah.
Even parodies
I
of
always found that really
CinemaSins,
annoying.
even parodies where it's like everything good about it, I was like, I don't want to give any clout to CinemaSins at all. That's just a different era.
Yeah.
Man, there's so many. Oh, what are you? Oh, you're a ninja. Okay.
how long is this fucking cutscene for the lunar subterranean for the final boss? What the fuck? I don't really mean it's long.
Did you just spoil the final boss for me?
No, lunar
Wow.
subterranean is one of the bosses from Endwalker. You
Oh,
already did
okay.
it.
All right. I just want to make sure.
All I said is the cutscene for the final boss is super long for some godforsaken reason. I don't know why.
Why are you just now telling me about the fucking Albed Primers game?
Did you find your first one?
No,
he found a bunch of them already.
Okay.
I am
Before
like
they pick it up.
yeah, that was the 8th one by the
All
time.
right. Oh my god.
By the time the game's like, oh, you should look for Albed Primers, and I'm like, yeah, I know. Like I've been finding them.
Thank you, Che.
What's up, bitches?
Hey.
Hey, sir.
Alright, I'm about to fight a Chocobo Eater now.
What
me
game
see.
did I just play where
What
Chocobo Eaters were
exactly?
terrifying? Oh, 13. Chocobo Eaters were in 13 as well.
Yep, that thing was
Huh.
terrifying.
Yeah, those were that was not even near the top of the strongest enemies in that game either, and that thing was pretty tough.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. Equipment. What kind of
One
equipment do I
of the
got?
toughest ones I fought before I actually got better at it was the Cactuar and the Tomberry.
Giant tomato flan monster.
The Tonberry,
You know what?
you can out-level,
Something stupid.
alright? Like, you can get to a point where you're able to completely beat it if you just have enough
I know, but it
stats.
took me forever to do so.
But some of them, even at max level with max stats, you just cannot cheese it. You have to have a strategy. It's
It's a
insane.
giant tomato flan.
They're not coming through stream side. It played for me. How did you know? Okay, wait. I'm gonna try something.
I know, I think if I remember correctly, in order to fucking level grind it, or sphere grid grind in Final Fantasy X, I've got to fucking
Let me know if that worked.
do a bunch of shit with Tom Berries. I'm not looking forward to that.
In which one?
10.
Oh,
Final
10.
Fantasy
10-2. Okay.
No,
But-
the original, or Final Fantasy X normal. In order to sphere grid grind, I
Yeah.
have to do.
But you know about the Tomberries in
Shit.
10-2, right?
It's been a
Are
long
Tomberries
time.
in 10 too?
Isn't there? Because I was
Pretty
doing my
sure there's
research for 10-2 on the trophy, which is how I knew about the you have to talk to everybody.
Cactuars in 10 too.
No, isn't
10-2,
it?
I'm not gonna fucking.
Isn't there a
platinum in that.
Isn't there a
fucking shit.
dungeon? Okay, there's like a dungeon in 10-2, like where you have to go down levels, and one or two of the levels is just pure Tonberry fights. You just have to fight nothing but Tonberries.
Oh, that sounds like a heaping fun time.
Yeah. It's funny how this franchise has multiple enemies where like you see them and immediate dread. For me,
Yeah.
it's Tonberries, it's Cactuars, it's
Marlboros.
Marlboros.
Just Marlboros.
Aramins are hit or miss, because in some games Aramins are very simple, and in other games Aramins will fucking destroy you.
Which ones are- which ones are they?
Armins.
They're the floating eyeballs. Usually they'll cast death or stun or something.
They usually cast like fucking stun. They usually cast blindness or stun, and
Yeah, they're just like debuffs, but they don't do as many debuffs as Marlboro, but they just do the worst ones.
I just call them Mike Wazowski's.
Yeah, the Mike Wazowski's. I just know their names because I fought. Lately, I fought them so much. Like this year, I was.
I don't even know about that about you.
There's an Aramin fight in the 16 DLC that I did over and over and over again because it was good XP. But I just know their name now. Man, I really need to go through that last DLC for 16 though. I love 16 so much. I wish it was a franchise. They definitely ended that game. Like it has an ending.
Alright. Oh, finally got for the night. Then I have to do it all over again tomorrow night.
Oh, I leveled up. We're here to help.
Here we come to save the day.
Why are you fighting these things? Are you trying to get items? Drops?
Bagels?
There you go. Bagels? Shared fate.
Hey, you want some bagels?
I need to do 5 more fates in this map, and I'll be done with this map.
To level up, or what you doing?
The shared fates? Like completing them? I already completed the area for, what's it called? What's the first one?
Oh, hey, I'm level 98 on Warrior already.
Urkopacha.
No effort. That took no effort.
Urkopacha, where the Pelu Pelu were?
I don't remember the name of it, but I know the Llama Land.
Yeah, Llama Land, Urkopacha. And I'm wrapping up Kozumaoka. Might as well be, right?
I got to level 95 White Mage earlier this morning.
Hell yeah.
Also, there's one little thing about Tural and all that, or like Tural that I am just so tired of.
Mexicans? I knew it.
I get it because where we are.
Right
Fucking, I am so tired of rain. It's always fucking raining. It's always fucking raining. And
I love it.
It's always raining all the time. It's like it's South America. It's the rainforest. I get it, but
I need help to do these. I'm not gonna be able to do these fates solo. This one's probably better to try. Oh, somebody's fighting it over here. I'm coming, little ninja.
You can always change it. There's a lot of people doing that one. You can always change instances.
I am, but there's 2 here to do. It's just that there aren't people fighting them right now. What's hitting you? You.
Hitting yourself?
Yeah, he's hitting himself. Quit hitting yourself.
Alright. Formation. Let's put Waka in instead of Lulu. And let's try and kill the Chocobo leader. If I fail, I have to reset, try again.
Okay, let's see. Chocobo leader. Delay attack. If you have delay attack, it works. But,
I do not. Well,
you have to do a lot of level grinding to get delay attack.
I have slow touch on my weapon.
That works. If all else fails, fucking, if you need to do a severe amount of damage before you get knocked off, just pop out a summon and hope you have a fucking overdrive on the wall.
What was that ability called?
Slow touch.
Slow touch. You want to make sure that you don't. If you're gonna suffer a huge debuff, if you use slow touch, you need to wait until you upgrade it to slow touch with consent, and then you won't get a criminal debuff.
I'm gonna cut.
Alright, let's power break. You know what? Let's just spiral cut you. Fuck it.
Now, do I want to go see Taco Bell?
Taco Bell? Taco Bell sounds pretty good.
You've been talking about Taco Bell for days now.
Get a quesadilla.
And I'm not your mom. I'm not gonna tell you to go get Taco Bell, but I agree with her when she says you won't shut up about it.
You should go get Taco Bell.
Yeah, it's like
I'll be right
It's
back.
hard to hear you. It feels like you're away from the mic.
I am.
Oh.
Because I'm currently in the car and I'm getting set up. My phone's on the dashboard. Can you hear me now?
It's better.
Is Taco Bell even open at this time of night? I don't think it is on my side.
It's like it's not even 10 o'clock on your where you are. It better be open. It's
know.
Taco Bell.
I know, but some places like to close a little bit early because of the neighborhood.
It's Taco Bell.
You know Taco Bell.
That's taste on Oron.
I'm the Uber boy.
Yeah.
In
Slide
the
his ass
chat.
back.
What's up, my boy? You did you stick around when I beat Lightning Returns? You showed up for like a half a minute.
Which one was it? I forgot which one it is. No, it's not that one. Well, the damn map.
Here, let's use Dragon.
Also, are you playing Dawntrail yet, or are you still being a super manager? My damn internet died. I was so mad. I cried. I really enjoyed my time with the end of Lightning Returns. I had to go on Wikipedia to fill in some holes because, as always, there's like Japanese novels or novellas and short stories and shit.
There's a bunch of extra content for that
But
game.
yeah,
Well,
but
for most Final Fantasies, but that one in particular had a lot.
yeah, I really enjoyed it. I was not expecting the knife at the end, and as soon as I saw that, I was like, oh, I broke. I was like, the tears are coming.
What are you talking about?
The end of Lightning Returns?
And the Lightning Returns.
Oh.
Did you beat that game or no?
And then she became a model for Louis Vuitton after that game.
Oh, yes, they're still open.
Which is canon.
I believe it. She's beautiful. And supremely fashionable. The outfits in that game. I only used, because I was going for the platinum, so I didn't really experiment. There were only a handful of outfits that I used, but I really liked the combat system. Well, I say I really liked it. I got really good at the combat system by the end of it. I still like the 13 combat system the most. And then Lightning Returns, and then 13 too. And I think that's my overall enjoyment of the games. I love Lightning Returns. It was very emotional and kind of fun until you have to descend to 1,000,000 forms.
Yeah, I can't go to Taco Bell.
What does that mean? You descend 1,000,000 forms, floors. Oh, I did that on stream, dude. I honestly think I was in a position where I could have done every single floor and I wouldn't have wasted the day. Maybe someday I'll go back and do it, but I think I could have done every single enemy in the game and beaten them. I got so... Oh, I think Che was in the chat. He can tell you about it. Some of those fights, I got so lucky. Oh my god, it was insane. I think the final hit of the final boss, I was literally one hit away from having to restart the entire fight. It was, shout out to Overclock OP, Overclock. I did make sure to get extinction forms for every enemy. Yeah, I didn't do every single one. I'm pretty sure I could have, but man, oh, and there was like a behemoth fight that I was doing in that Ultima dungeon. Man, that was lucky. Oh, and then the super boss, I got lucky on that one too. I thought I was gonna lose that fight. I didn't know it was going to be the super boss from 13. Spoiler alert, but the one of the super bosses comes back for Lightning Returns. I saw, man, it was crazy. I got so lucky. They're there for the VODs if anybody ever wants to dig through them, but fuck, Fate failed. We tried.
So,
Let's swap to...
I looked over at my my Twitch right now, and there are only two games being played right now. Fucking, it's either 14 or Zenless Zone Zero.
Mine is, I follow a bunch of fighting game streamers, so none of them are ever playing fucking Final Fantasy.
Fuck it, yeah. So, yeah, that's the fighting game people. Some of the fighting game people are playing Zenless Zone Zero. On mine, because fucking Maximilian dude's playing Zenless Zone Zero right now.
I have a person. Maybe I'm a. Oh wait, what my boy said. I'm finally back in Elden Ring, and I got the DLC, and it's honestly not as hard as people are making out to be. Maybe you're just really good, my boy. Maybe you're just a fucking pro gamer.
Yeah. I've heard that stuff's hard, or that game's hard, but
I'm not getting into the DLC. I don't want to relearn how to play Elden Ring, especially with Dawntrail here now. I'd rather just stick with Dawntrail for now. Maybe someday I'll get into that. But I was gonna say something. What was I gonna say? What were we just talking about? Streamers.
I'm not gonna get Taco Bell.
streamers, fighting game streamers.
Zen Zero.
I think I brought my phone.
We were talking about fighting game streamers. How they would never.
Oh, I have a personal rule, and I feel like this makes me kind of a douchebag, but I stick by it. When somebody gets popular enough, I tend to stop watching them, just because I feel like they don't really need my support anymore. So while I'm not, this isn't a slight against Maximilian or anything, but he really doesn't need my viewership. Like that dude is richer than I'll ever hope to be, and I don't need to make him richer. You know what I mean? So I don't watch him, but I mean he's good. For people that watch him, stick with him. He's a cool guy, and he takes care of his friends. But I sure ain't his friend. He ain't giving pay my bills. I'm not immune to Zenless Zone Zero propaganda. Yeah. Sorry, my boy. I'm letting it gotcha.
I don't know. It might get my friends to stop talking about Honkai for 5 minutes and nagging at me to not because I'm not playing it right now.
How is this ninja taking aggro from? Oh, because I don't have Iron Will on. God damn it! I just changed to Paladin. And I forgot to turn it back on. I'm coming. I got you. Why didn't people tell me? God damn it! I'm letting this ninja. I'm just letting this ninja eat fucking beak bites.
Let's see how long it takes for him to realize.
Jesus
well, his
Christ.
was clearly set to heal, so I think he's
After all the times you've yelled at me, it makes you look pretty. God damn it. Why didn't you yell at me, my boy? Why didn't anybody yell at me? I should be yelled at.
If I had known that you had changed to Paladin, I would have asked you, do you have the stance on?
But yeah, I since it was one enemy, I was like, well, I might as well switch to Paladin. And
I'm gonna be honest, during Fates, I don't really care.
You do enough of them, you start to. And I already finished one section. I'm about to do another one.
Because sometimes because it's like, especially when I'm by myself, it's
Or
like,
you just
maybe I
came
don't
still
want
aggro
hate.
when you were attacking the Fates all the time. Oh, that's true. That's probably why the warrior stole aggro from me, because I probably didn't have Iron Will at the time either. God damn it. Hearing the dead penalty tank stance. Well, damn, dude. Well, damn, Donna. Jackie. What is it? Damn, Jackie.
Damn it, mother.
I deserve to be yelled at. My bad.
Damn it on me.
I mean, you always do.
I just didn't. God damn you, Pierce.
You do.
He saw that I didn't have tank stance on, and he just let me fucking rock with it.
Oh, you didn't.
He wants you to do better.
That ninja was probably panicking.
That ninja is fine. They have a chocobo too. They'll be fine.
Well, you didn't ask her to tell you, hey, you got your stance on.
If I forgot it, I'm not gonna ask. Did you guys remember to remind me of the thing that I forgot? Because then I would have just remembered it. Oh, my leg. I've been sitting cross-legged in my chair. I just uncrossed my legs.
Why?
Because I have restless leg syndrome, and I set... God, my stutter's so bad right now. I have RLS a bit, and I will put my legs in a spot where it doesn't bother me as much, and I'll move my legs out of that position, and suddenly it catches me. God, that took forever to say. For people that aren't aware, I have a bit of a stutter, and usually to avoid it, I will speak slower or focus on what I'm saying. It gets really bad when I'm drunk. That night that I blacked out on stream, I don't know if I stuttered a lot, but hopefully it wasn't too bad.
I don't remember. I don't remember you doing that. So.
You got it as bad as you
I do remember that you're very confident in your drinking abilities.
Yeah.
And your
You did not at all. Hell yeah.
tolerance as well. You're like, oh, I'll be fine.
I survived, didn't I? I'm here now. When you lock the legs to stop the constant shaking, and then you move your legs, and the one... Yeah, exactly. Well, for me, it was... My thigh was all fucked up. Mofo has a stutter until he drinks. Yeah, exactly. Sometimes when I drink, it really comes out, and sometimes I don't.
It's very noticeable.
That's the Thunder Blade.
Alright, we'll do it this right. We're doing it right this time. My stance is on.
Yeah.
Alright.
Blade and Scout. And then I can get a Fortune Spear.
Can somebody that's smarter than me answer me this question?
No.
For Paladin... Thanks. I didn't know you were in the running, douchebag.
You didn't know a lot of things, apparently, douchebag.
Okay. Ignoring the peanut gallery, what was the question?
They added this ability to use one button and not, and they'll it'll change, right? So I don't know why in Paladin they didn't make Fast Blade, Riot Blade, and Royal Authority one button, and also why is Requisite and this Confiteor, why are these two separate buttons?
Because they haven't implemented the same button thing.
You can't use that one. Yeah, you have. Look, in Paladin they have Fight or Flight is a 2-button now.
They changed just that button. They were supposed to change it to where it kind of worked. They're talking about changing how it works like PvP, where your 1, 2, 3 is one button.
Yeah, it's in your traits or your actions. If you look at them, some of them do that. I wasn't expecting it for Black Mage because there's so many buttons, but for this one, those two should have been changed.
I still have to because it's like because my machinist 1, 2, 3. I still have to push 3 buttons for that.
3 more. I need to do 3 more fates.
That was the Mars Crest.
Fighter Flight is attached to the Goring Blade that happened with Gunbreaker 2. Yeah. My question is, why didn't these 3 get stacked, and why didn't these 2 get stacked?
Because you could use Requiem Scat with that. Because you fucking can use some of these buttons without Requiem Scat.
You can't use Confiteor until you use Requiem Scat.
But Requiem Scat has its own cooldown. You can pop Requiem Scat, but then you have some time before you can.
So does Fighter Flight, and then Goring Blade.
Well, no. Because you don't have to instantly pop Confiteor after you use freaking Requiem Scat. You can wait.
But why wouldn't you?
Because there might be a transition.
Well, then that's just on you for using Requiem Scat at the wrong time.
Or it might because it doesn't automatic because Requiem Scat doesn't need you to focus on one enemy while the freaking Confiteor hits multiple enemies at once.
I got an answer from Pierce, which was kind of what you were saying earlier, and then you started talking out your ass. Right now, we just don't have everything set like that yet. Viper's the test, so it will be a while, but we will eventually see all those condensed. Which you said something like that earlier, Julian, which was that the changes will be coming. But the answer to my question is some of them are there.
There's too many goddamn buttons on Viper.
Yeah, they'll come, but they're just not all implemented yet. I'm with Omni. Stop defending Big Final Fantasy. Yeah, they don't need you to defend them.
I'm not defending Big Final Fantasy. I'm just saying that that's a different button, and it's like fucking Requiem Sky has its own cooldown, so it's not gonna.
You're a button.
Freaking Confiteor has its own cooldown.
Hold on, I'm gonna help these guys. Hello, why are you White Mage doing solo fates as a White Mage?
I mean, I used to do that a lot because I could heal myself. I could heal myself. It's easy.
Yeah, but you output so little damage. It takes forever.
Not that bad. Depending on which fate it is, not much.
You're lying to yourself. If you're like soloing White Mage, fates is the way to do it. That's insane. I know. I also did dumb shit like get the Zodiac for Scholar, but I recognize it wasn't the best decision, and it probably took years off my life.
Yeah.
A Forlorn Maiden. Steamed ham.
I have no interest in it. I'm gonna be honest. Outside of like maybe two of the quest lines in this job quest, I have no interest in it. And the rest of them.
Oh, my boy, I don't know if you've been catching all the drama. It did take years of your. It did take years of my life. Yeah. I don't know if you've been catching up, but I am trying to get us a house, a bigger house. So keep a lookout for that. And if you're in RFC, I've made a change today where you have access to two of the drawers in the company chest. So if you're missing some orchestrion rolls or minions, I post a bunch of extras I get there, and you can check to see if you need them. I swear my cowboy will be back soon. I hope so. I missed them. You want to see my cowboy? Hold on.
Well, it's a good thing your cowboy's here because we do it because you do go to fucking
Texas
in this game.
Mexicus.
Mexic.
My sombrero chocobo. Hello, chocobo.
Or how one of my
Texas.
friends, oh, fucking, how did he say it?
You know, it's criminal that they made Texas in the game, but they didn't give culinarians the ability to make sizzling fajitas. Fucking L. Fucking L.
That is criminal.
Are the Hrothgar Tejano? No, but the orcs are. Have you guys seen this? Do you guys know the news that I'm talking about? So for people that play Dungeons and Dragons, the new rulebook is getting ready to release, and some of the art has come out, and basically orcs are Mexicans. When you look at the art for orcs, they're dressed like Mexicans. They're in an arid area. Like, orcs are Mexicans. And everybody who's not Mexican is making a big fuss about it, and they're upset about it. But me and every other Mexican I know fucking love it. We can't believe we lucked out and got orcs.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, that's a pretty major, like, fantasy creature.
Look up the art if you can. Maybe one of you can post it in Discord, because I can't look it up right now. But yeah, there's Dungeons and Dragons Texas orcs, or Mexican orcs. That's a big ass buff to Mexican status. Hell yeah, it is, Piers. Yeah, Dungeons and Dragons orc Mexicans. It'll pop up. It's like a art of 6 or 7 orcs, but it's very obvious that they're Mexican.
Oh.
I love it.
What the hell was that?
They legit are.
They're orcs are Mexicans now. Somebody said something that was really funny to me.
Oh, no.
Where's a good pic? Because a lot of these are like thumbnails.
There's you can make a character who's an older orc, and with using improvised weapon, you can make Jankla nunchucks, and it'll be lore accurate. Yeah, Scott posted it in the Discord under general.
No, my boy did.
My boy did. They're Mexicans.
For me, so. Yeah.
I love it. Time to fuck up someone's campaign. Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, because some people are posting about, like, you know, I'm hoping it's a false rumor, you know, and that this pic is from the new D&D campaign. If true, I'll no longer be able to claim that the images of orcs avoid racial stereotypes, I guess.
I've had a character in my pocket I wanted to make for a long time.
Boleros and boleros fucking hold maracas and fucking going ay like fucking Speedy Gonzales. It's not offensive.
It just sort of directs their culture to a certain way.
Yeah, you can definitely see. Yeah.
But the character I've wanted to make.
Yeah, it's like looks cool.
The character I've wanted to make for a long time is I wanted to make a paladin who is what is it they call it in 5th? Your oath of something. But the oath that my paladin, or that this character would have, would be an oath of hunger. So rather than be like, I'm going to be someone who always makes sure that evil is trounced and that there will be, you know, only good and all that other bullshit. It wouldn't do that. The paladin's oath would be, I will never let hunger destroy the lives of those around me. And so what his deal would be is, like, whenever he goes to a new town, he looks for kitchens, he looks for ways to help people. He finds starving children, he cooks and cleans and shows them what they can do. He looks towards farmers and agriculture and finds ways to bring that to people and educate them. And I would love to be this paladin, but as a Mexican orc, and bring them, you know, conchas and tamales and mole and menudo and just like all the stuff all the food that I love, and share that with people in my campaign. So if I were to get a chance to play as a character in D&D, that's going to be the next character I roll up, which would be an oath of something.
I can't believe Omni wants to be the corn cook.
Yeah, basically, just I had this idea years ago. He's been a character in my pocket for a while now that I just haven't had a chance to make.
And now he can be lore accurate.
Yeah, so I would love to do that and just, like, you know, be a good paladin who fights for, you know, to make sure everybody's fed.
And agua frescas.
Aguas frescas, yeah. Fuck yeah, you know how much how great horchata would be in the D&D world?
I love sandia. I love sandia. That one's my favorite.
Sandia, fresa, tamarin, like whatever's available.
Oh hell yeah.
Piña is my favorite, but I'm a basic bitch.
So I'm basic when it comes to sandia. So where I usually get them from, they started adding mint, and I hate mint.
Mint does work with sandia, but yeah, or watermelon, but yeah, it's a strong flavor.
I'm like, I just want watermelon. That's all I want. Just straight up watermelon. Like,
Yeah.
don't put mint in it. Oh man, people are already shooting off fireworks. Keep saying it's not midnight. It's not even 4th of July.
Of course they're gonna do it anyway. They're doing everything. They do it early every year.
Also, Julian, I found a way to grind ability spheres.
The most ideal thing is to be fun and host the most plentiful
Oh,
carne
okay.
asada. Yeah, exactly. Sorry, I missed a couple of chats.
No, you're fine. No, Julian, Waka, he has an ability called extractability.
Oh,
So,
right! I forgot that.
If I just use that, I guaranteed 100% of the time get an ability sphere.
I totally forgot
From
they
each
added
enemy.
that.
Yeah.
They added that so you can get them a lot earlier. Oh, God.
I forgot about
how much of a
Pepino.
godsend that was.
Real
Yeah,
quick, my boy said that he loves piña agua fresca, but his favorite is his favorite is pepino. God, that was bad. If for people that don't know, pepino is cucumber.
Yeah, that was my mom's favorite. She likes cucumber.
It's so refreshing. Cucumber anything is so refreshing.
I think cucumbers are nice.
I still don't understand lime cucumber Gatorade, but you know.
That's one of my favorites. Yeah, it's a Mexican thing. I'm just gonna call it what it is.
My mom is a little bit more weird. You know how some people like to put cucumbers or like their vegetables and
In what? You're breaking up a little bit.
you know how some people like to put like cucumbers in their tea or something like that?
Yeah,
Ugh.
I don't put it in my tea, but I get it.
Yeah, my mom, she'll have a cup of tea, and if by some slim chance she has the cucumber agua fresca, she'll actually pour that fresca inside her tea, just a little bit, just enough for the cucumber, and she'll chug that shit down.
I've never thought about putting it in tea. I'll be honest with you. I'll put cucumber in my water, like a little cucumber, a
yeah.
little lime.
Oh right, I can't wear this because I can't wear this coat anymore. Because
what do you
because
get?
I'm in the whatchamacallit.
God.
So
If there's one thing I'm hating right now about Final Fantasy X, it's, and I don't know if this lasts for, like, how long this fucking lasts, but it's very annoying to me right now, is, like, if there's an armored enemy
That's
and
it?
I hit it, Auron's just immediately like, I told you to leave that to me, or whatever,
Oh.
and they just constantly sit there and are like, leave that to Sir Auron.
yeah,
I'm like, yeah.
they're not gonna stop doing that either.
The Genshin Impact, like, oh my god, that everybody who has watched me or heard me play Genshin Impact knows that the thing I hate the most about that game, beyond the predatory pricing of it, beyond the almost impossibility of being good at that game, doing it free to play because the experience grinds are so high, the thing I hate the most about that game is that the characters never shut up. They're always talking. They're
You stand still for 2 seconds.
always
It's like, hey,
talking.
let's get moving. It's
And
like, why?
it doesn't, because it's always online or whatever, even when you pause the game, it doesn't really pause the game, it just opens up a menu. So I'll be looking through things thinking to myself, okay, what is that, what material do I need to experience? And the one was doing like, I can't believe how hot it is. It's like, shut up, I don't care how you feel, I don't want to know about you or your personality or anything, just shut up, just stop talking. But they won't ever stop, just blah 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 blah, and I could not stand it.
I understand.
I thought they
does
had an
sound
option where
fucking
you turn off the
horrible.
voices.
It is
Don't they have an option to turn off the voices? I thought they did.
You're too far away from the phone, Sterling. I didn't know what you said.
I could.
Dude, I thought they had an option where you can turn off the voices.
Maybe. I'm not gonna find out anymore because I dropped that game, but maybe it's there. Yeah, Paimon sucks too. I used to play with my friend. I forget his online handle. He doesn't like me to say his real name. But I played with a friend who did Genshin. Oh, Pierce said I wish they did. So apparently, no. You have to hear them talk. I forget his online handle, but he doesn't like. So I won't say his real name. But there was a guy who I used to play with, and we would always do an impression of Paimon. But it's just like she says really awful stuff, where she's like, "I can still feel the warmth of their blood on my hands." What, Paimon? You know, it's like brown people shouldn't have rights. What, Paimon? No.
You can't say that.
Paimon likes to suck toes. What, Paimon? Stop! What are you doing? Paimon shaves cats. What? Don't! They need their coats, Paimon. Just say really wicked, awful shit with Paimon.
God.
That's the point where you guys need freaking therapy, man.
Yeah, well, it was just That's pretty much how it went. All right. It was one of the few games where I could carry you for a bit. Oh yeah, literally and figuratively. One of my favorite things was my boy, like literally picking me up so I could get secrets.
I wish Final Fantasy 14 would let you do that.
Oh, if I could put you on my shoulders and carry you, like remember Rudo from Ocarina of Time?
Yeah.
In the Jabu Jabu dungeon. If I could pick you up and carry you like that, I would 100%.
I'd rather go with the.
I would also appreciate that in like Monster Hunter.
I'd rather go with the Majora's Mask method of put the princess in the jar.
Yeah. Oh. Well, we each have our own tastes. Some people like to carry, and other people like to put them in a jar.
Fucking put that princess in a jar and then you don't have to do the escort quest anymore because she's in a jar.
All right, let's.
I gotta hang up for a little bit. I'll be right back.
Okay, sounds good.
Alright.
So if you don't
Jordan,
care,
speaking of escort quests in a jar, reminds me of fucking Metal Gear Solid 3, and how I beat that fucking escort quest at the end of the game. Because for anyone that doesn't know, near the end of the game you have to do an escort quest. And I discovered that you could just tranquilize the chick and then just carry her the whole fucking way so that you didn't have to wait for her to catch up. And then you would just leave her, take out the enemies, and then just pick her back up again.
That's an incredible
And
mechanic.
it made that so much better.
I wish you could have done that with the Gravekeeper from Majora's Mask.
Take notes, Ashley.
Yeah.
My boy said, I wish I could just be a Pinkie Pie in a jar. No, my boy, don't. The jar is dangerous. Don't be in the jar.
The jar is gonna fill. You won't really care for what it fills with after it goes stale.
No Joker. Have you heard that? Have you heard that audio? The guy doing an impression of Joker and Batman, but Joker's like, I got me. What's the bunny Pokemon that everybody wants to fuck? Lopunny. Lopunny's like, I got the Lopunny, Batman. You know what I'm gonna do, right, Batman? No, Joker. No, don't do it. Don't do it to the Lopunny. I'm gonna do it, Batman. I'm gonna do it. And it's just like he's just implying that he's gonna fuck the Pokemon.
Did you see? I guess Pal World released their fucking.
Please don't tell me there's a sex
Pal
mon.
you're wanting to. Yeah, they're. Literally, it's number 69.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
It's try hard as fuck. Is what it is, if I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah, here, let me pull up the Power World. Power World Sex Pal thing.
Nothing about the art style in Pal World turned me on. I don't know why you would want to fuck your pals.
Yeah, so
They can never top the fuckability of Incineroar. God damn it, stop being horny for Pokemon!
Yeah, 'cause what is this thing called? Yeah, because it's Lavander is the name of the PAL.
Am I getting healed by that?
And its PAL Dex entry is that seeking a night of love, it is always chasing someone around. At first, it only showed interest in other pals, but in recent years, even humans have become the target of its debauchery.
Oh my god, the fact that they said debauchery.
At least fuck your
It's
pals with
so
consent.
try hard. Here's a picture
I
of
don't know why
it.
you would want to fuck your pals.
Well-
Quote me.
I'll just post it in general.
Clip it. I don't know why you would want to fuck your. Oh yeah, pals. Okay, I get it now. I hear it now that I say
Yeah.
it. Me and the boys. Hey, I know that
There's-
pal.
there's
That,
what it looks
that
like.
pal is in the game.
You know, this kind of.
It was in a recent update, apparently.
That pal attacks your village sometimes.
Oh yeah, because it wants to fuck you.
Oh well.
So in context, this is worse.
It is literally trying to fuck you. That is the context of the thing.
Incineroar is not a Pokemon. That is a man in a fursuit.
And
He's a
some-
system. He's a Pokemon, my boy. He's a Pokemon. God damn it.
Yeah, someone basically said like Power World making this definitely proved there was not a single furry on that team. Because it's like, yeah, that thing does not look like anything a furry would create.
So, implications of this is worse. Because, you know, it's like, you treat pals as slaves? So essentially, it's
Yeah.
like, you just...
Look,
It's like, are you essentially a slave owner who fucks his slaves?
I want to make sure that narrative is clear. Roland, real quick. I said all real furries are former Bada artists. That's the only people that's gonna understand that reference is Julian. I'm gonna say I'll never forget it. The interaction I had with Scott in Pal World, which was that I spent the whole night saying it's not Pokemon with guns, it's a survival game with Pokemon, and it wasn't until I said I'm this far away from unlocking this gun, and Scott said I can't believe they don't give you the gun right away, and I had to yell, that's because it's not Pokemon with guns, it's a survival game with it. Now I say all that to comment on what Julian said, which is about they're basically slaves. They're not slaves. They're pals, and you can create situations or an environment where they do their work
Use their your pals.
in a healthy way, but there are people that use the tools to literally torture them and turn it into a sweatshop. So
Which was Jock.
so the tools can be there. They sure, if that's who you are, but the game is not about enslaving things and turning it into a workshop. It's a survival game with pals, and you just have the tools to be awful if you want to. What?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
hey,
remember
Bobby.
Jock
Like
did
Jock
that,
and
like-
the majority of the other people.
Oh, hey, Bobby.
Does LGG not stream anymore? I can't find the stream on YouTube, but you can find them at lazygamingguys.com if you want to add that to your favorites.
Yeah, we just
I
did
didn't
not
want to.
tonight because Julian didn't want to stream spoilers for 14.
I don't. I'm almost done.
I'm doing all face,
And, like,
so
Trying to get Julian away from 14 right now is not happening.
oh, you got a site now? Yeah. Pierce, do me a favor and go to lazygamingguys.com. You will not be disappointed.
Fucking hate you. Fucking hate
No,
you.
he will not be disappointed.
I paid-
I have to admit, I enjoy it.
I
think it's funny.
paid for that URL for a year. It is mine. It cost me $5. No, just believe me. I'm not gonna send you. I'm gonna send you only to the best sites. So please go to
It's as safe as
lazygamingguys.com.
LimeWire. Don't worry. I will still never get used to fucking Final Fantasy X's elemental weakness system.
I forgot there even was one. It's been 15
Not
years.
that
So
hard.
it's
Yeah,
weird.
lazygamingguys.com.
I know it's not hard, Julian, but it's so weird because of the way that it is. So, Omni, with the elemental weakness system. So, fire is weak to water, right? You know, water puts out fire. Well, what would you think water is weak to?
Electricity, because I play Pokemon.
No. Water is weak to fire because it's just weak to the opposite element. So fire is weak to water, water is weak to fire.
No,
Thunder
you
is
got it
weak
wrong.
to... Or, no,
got it-
I'm sorry, fire and ice. But it's still, it's like, it's just a matter of fire and ice are weak to each other, or water and electric are weak to each other, and then, what is it, holy and dark are weak to each other as well.
Yeah, but you rarely ever get. But darkness only does one thing, which is Demi, and Demi doesn't do shit. And
Yeah.
fucking and then the things that are only, and there's nothing only weak to Demi, and most things die to holy anyway.
Yeah, but it's very weird that I'm like, oh.
Okay, yeah, you figured it
You
out.
know-
Yeah, yeah, you figured it out. It redirects to twitch.tv/OmniGym. Yeah, I paid for that URL. I stole it on a whim. Yeah, that's. Thank you, Pierce. I had a blast when I did that at first. So yeah, if you can't find Lazy Gaming Guys streaming on YouTube, just go to lazygamingguys.com. Maybe you'll get lucky.
But no, we should be back to normal next week.
Yeah, because I'll have the game beaten by then. Well, I'm beating it right now. I'm technically beating it right now, but
No, don't do that on stream. I'm gonna get demonetized. Beating it. He said beating it.
We'll get
Beating it.
Twitch TV/OmniJam demonetized because of what we're doing on LazyGamingGuys.com.
I'm okay with this.
This is the conundrum I found myself in. This is a prison of my own making.
Yeah.
Oh, hubris! Thy name is Omni.
So Juliet, apparently you also don't get the level 1 key spheres if you don't knock the Chocobo Eater off the other side.
Well, you'll get them. You just get them. You just get them later. Like,
I don't know, because like I killed it, but I didn't knock it off the other cliff. I just killed it.
I never
did the
knock it off
10,000
if I just
HP.
kill it. I always just kill it.
Well, according to the guide, you don't get the key spheres unless you knock it off the cliff. So,
How the hell do you knock it off the cliff?
Skill,
you have to deal a certain amount of damage. And
being a
shit like
fucking
that.
Chad.
You just kill the bitch. And besides, getting level 1 key spheres that early doesn't really get you anything. Oh, it doesn't get you anything. Except the fact of getting Kamari to some fucking level.
Excuse
level
me.
1 key
It
sphere.
gets Lulu to fucking level 2 spells.
I don't need a keystone to get to that.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't. Fucking,
Yes,
I got
yes,
that
you
without
fucking-
the fucking level 1 thing before.
Oh, okay, never mind. So, here's the thing about the sphere grid, at least with my eyes. Some of these little pathways between them are fucking, like, near invisible. If I'm gonna be honest, the little
did.
lines.
I think they're visible because someone's blind in one eye.
No, it's just that, like, until they light up, they're very small and dim.
Yeah, that's why.
Because
that's
of
why
the
I'm-
fucking gray ass background.
That's why we don't. And that's why we don't try to go. And that's why you have to follow the way. That's why it's hard to follow it without already knowing where the path go already.
This is a question for Scott and Julian and probably my boy. Do you not warp unit of Lulu's sphere grid after she learns Holy? That's a question for FF10. I want to ask this question really quick.
How long it takes you to learn Holy?
If
have
you,
to beat most of the game by the time she gets to Holy.
I don't know if you can hear it well, but the music for this area, yeah, I can't really make it that much louder. There's a motif in this song, and whenever I hear it, it reminds me of another song. But the way it goes in this game is ba 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 ba, and it reminds me, as it may you if I was singing it right. It reminds me
sounds familiar.
of the song from FF8, Eyes on You.
Oh.
Da, 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 da.
No, it reminds me of ba da 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 da. Like, there's, I think it's the Song of the Faith in this game.
Yeah, I'm noticing that in this area, the motifs are like callbacks to other songs. It's really interesting, and maybe it's in other areas that I haven't noticed.
No,
but it's
I kind of noticed it in the underground forest area too.
it's-
Some of the the
it's-
song kind of sounds vaguely familiar or something.
yeah.
Okay, hold on. Which song is this?
It would be the main music in Yaktel, Yaktel,
YK.
Yak, yeah, Yak, and then Tel.
The apostrophe.
Yeah, there's an apostrophe in there. I'm sure YouTube will forgive you.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't fucking care.
Yeah, but as soon as I came into this area, I heard that, and I was immediately reminded of FF8.
Okay, you gotta give me a second. There's some fucking major shit happening and I need to hear it.
Oh, yeah, since you are familiar with the sphere grids, my boy did say, do you not warp Yuna to Lulu's sphere grid after she learns Holy? I guess because you want...
Yeah, I have no idea. Since I've never beaten this game before, like, I've never fucked enough around with the sphere grid.
Scott is doing it's what I'm going to be doing down the road as well, but he's doing a platinum run with the guide, so I'll be using the guide as well. But my boy is one of those guys who just, like, plays these games over and over again, so he probably has some inside strats on just, like, the way he plays. Maybe not for the platinum. I'm about to hit plat on Hogwarts Legacy. Yeah, dude, you get a lot of platinums on some really interesting games, like Red Dead 2, and you did some others last year that I was pretty impressed by.
I have returned.
Welcome back.
You. I have so much damn coconut water.
Coconut.
Also, Omni, is it the day or night theme for Yoctel?
I think it's day.
Okay.
Oh wait, is this guy a tank? No, he's not. Come on, boy. After she gets holy, she stops gaining intelligence. So you go into Yuna's grid, so you can max the amount of damage she deals, and she easily can deal the most amount of damage, including Lulu's double cast, because it's locked behind her overclock dual cast. That was my boy's explanation of why you want to move Yuna to Lulu.
Oh, okay. I'll have to look for that again. Give me a second. I'm listening to this day theme.
Let's see. You know what? I will also do it for stream, and we'll see if I can find it as well.
Oh, a nice cool house. I wish I could stay here forever.
It sounds similar, but not quite. Omni. It sounds like because it sounds similar to when you hear "Eyes on Me" during the dance, like the first time you hear it.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah. It's not a 1-to-1, but it sounds like it's inspired.
Yeah, it's yes. I will like when I hear that, I hear like the dance when you're dancing with Reno when Renoa.
Yeah. It's playing right now. And if you listen to Eyes on Me, it sounds very similar. At least to me. And then I can't speak to other parts of the song, because, I mean, not every song is as famous as fucking Eyes on Me. No matter how I feel about FF8.
Yeah.
Right?
Eyes on Me is very much a popular song.
Don't look at me like that.
Huh.
But I picked up Ringo from my parents' house. I drop him off at my parents' house every morning when I go to work, so he doesn't make any accidents. He's developed a habit for that. So every single time I pick him up and we go home, the first thing he does when he goes through the door is go straight after his toy. And he'll come back, pop his head around the corner, and is like, "Look what I found, Mama."
He's a man who knows what he likes.
Yeah,
well, my boy said, I kind of miss COVID because I was burning through my savings account while just playing FF14 daily at 9 a.m. so I could complete my dailies as quick as possible. Yeah, dude, I miss you playing 14 too. But now you got a fucking job and you're like you're managing a fucking place. Like, quit being an adult. Be irresponsible.
Being adult sucks.
Yeah.
It does.
On the rare occasions, I'll hear a kid somewhere in the distance like, I can't wait to be an adult. You control my life. And all you leave those, kid, you can wait. Trust me, it's not that attractive to me.
It's pretty trash, to be honest. TBH.
Yep, it's bullshit.
I'm trying to protect this black mage, but he keeps trying to aggro. Umo said, I know, right? I manage a whole restaurant with employees and shit texting me about their issues. And I'm supposed to care, or HR yells at me. Yeah, man. Fuck HR.
Well, I mean, you have to pretend to care. Like, you don't have to actually care. No one can force you to actually care. They can just force you to pretend to care. It's your God-given right to not care.
Don't look at me like that.
Listen, I need you to fucking keep up the cures, you know. Do your one damn job.
Excuse me. Bobby said, I finished Shogun tonight. You have to watch it. It's incredible. I don't have Hulu. Uma said,
Yeah,
I have to give the
I have
illusion of
Hulu,
caring.
but-
I'm fucking mastermind. I got the mind of the master. Yeah, and I'm a master of baiting. You know what? You get the joke. I don't have to finish that one.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll probably get around, Bobby, to Shogun at some point, but... like, it's just not high on the list.
These things are all so cute. I have to kill them.
Especially now that I'm sitting here trying to play through fucking Final Fantasy X.
Oh
Please
shit.
tell me to.
Are we speaking brain rot in my chat now, my boy? Are you gonna skip? Are you gonna skibbity toilet in my Ohio? It's all in
That's not
Japanese.
very... That doesn't sound very poggers.
Please tell me you guys heard Ringo's squeaky toy in the background.
JP sub. It's all in Japanese. JP sub, JP dub at the same time. No, no gaijin.
You guys want this toy?
Is there somebody else here?
Shogun's also like the show that no one
Oh,
cares
there
if
is
it's
a
white dude
gaijin.
becoming a samurai versus like one black dude gets
No,
samurai and everyone freaks out.
I was making a joke, Bobby, about how like it's so Japanese. There's no English like subtitle or dub. My boy said, I now frequently interact with children 5 to 9 because I have my foster daughter. I'm in with kids talk. Dude, you're gay. Why are you taking care of children? That's one of the perks of being gay is like you can't procreate biologically. You don't have to do this. Pierce said you were gonna die, bruh. No, I'm good. I got fucking what is this? I got clemency.
Hi Ringo, what you doing, honey?
Paladin OP. Bobby said there is English. I watched Japanese. Yeah, no, but the joke that I'm making is like it's so Japanese that there's only a dub and a sub at the same time. That's what I fucking thought, bro. I get. And the universe had other plans. Yeah, dude, that's like the best perk of being gay is like no children. Why am I highlighting my chocobo? I can't represent my chocobo.
Damn it.
I decided not to get Taco Bell. I have plenty of ramen at home for the deal.
Yeah, I heard you earlier saying that you didn't want to get Taco Bell and you were going to.
Oh, I heard about Walmart making some kind of abomination.
What?
They're selling a new a ramen, like in their like deli section or whatever. And it's an abomination upon God. It is s'mores ramen, chocolate sauce and shit, and I'm like, nah, we're done. Like, I don't know what abomination this is.
Boycott.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my god.
Like, real quick on Pierce, I don't know a lot about being a high-level paladin, but I know that 3 things will give me health. This fucking thing, and then clemency. So like I wasn't too worried about dying this time. Damn random child at your doorstep you fostered, now her mom. Yeah, married man with 4. Yeah, I know. You got cucked. Like you played the gay card and they were like, "No, here's the Puerto Rican card. You have to take care of everybody else's kids." But the sibling come over for fun. You're watching 5 kids. I know, dude. They got you with the Puerto Rican. Pierce said, "Hell yeah, yeah." I know that. If I know how to survive, then I'm a good paladin in my eyes. But don't ask me to turn on my stance because I forget that shit all the time. Oh wait, no, yeah, do tell me to turn on. Or ask me to turn on my stance because I forget that shit all the time.
Hey, don't you hit Boobs McGee with fire?
Josh did. I'm gonna turn it off and then turn it back on just to make sure it's definitely on.
And you turn it off and turn it back on.
Is your stance working? I don't know. Turn it on and turn it back on.
Yeah, troubleshoot. There's a troubleshoot for playing the game. You turn it off and turn it back on again. Hey, they finished this fate without me. Selfish bastards.
How dare they?
Go back over.
How many more fates do I have to do for this area?
Just
a lot. Like around 57, something like that.
50?
I need to get some water. Hold on.
Bruh.
Ow, why'd you have to gore Yuna? Don't attack the white mage.
I've seen that video online.
Here, Ringo.
I mean, yeah. Makes sense.
Sure.
Farewell. Overkill.
I was gonna do crafting and gathering on stream, but I'm just doing fates. Y'all have a good night. Yeah, have a good night, Pierce. Thanks for hanging out.
Pierce.
Bye.
Bye.
Hope you're enjoying Dawntrail. Have a good night.
Yeah, I think Julian's asleep or something.
He might be. Is Dark Knight finally gonna play, or did they? I don't know. I haven't played Dark Knight. I'm glad you're having fun. Dark Knight seems as strong, if not more strong, than before. I was scholaring with a Dark Knight recently, and I love a good Dark Knight. A good Dark Knight in this game is so fucking worth it. They're just like posting getting shields all the time. It's epic. Did we finish this? Yeah, okay. I think. Oh, you know what? Let's go to a town. Oh, you know what? Let's do this fate over here, and then we'll go to the town, and I'll extract my materia, and we'll check out Dark Knight real quick. See what is there.
I love how you can put custom status on your Discord things.
Is your custom status trying new Walmart ramen?
It just says eating
Trying
ramen.
s'mores ramen?
I will burn that place down.
One
Yeah,
of the things
I heard
that,
about that and I'm just like, no.
There's also speaking of ramen, I don't remember what it was. I don't remember if it was like Costco or something, but apparently there's a strawberry ramen.
That also sounds horrible.
I know. I'm like, ramen's not meant to be fruity. It's meant to be savory.
Yeah, I don't need any kind of sweet ramen.
Like, if you guys want to get creative with your ramen, just do put eggs, like how they do with the vegetables, with the dried vegetables and all that stuff. Do a dried piece of eggs, based on that punching stuff.
I'm gonna take what you said and change it just a little bit. If you want to be creative with ramen, don't stop. Just make good ramen.
There's been years of creativity, decades even, centuries even.
Oh yeah. If I make my ramen, which I just made Oriental before they changed it to soy flavored ramen. I made me some Oriental ramen just now, and I made myself a soft boiled egg to put inside of it. What's ew?
Sleep suddenly got to
I
me.
can't do soft boiled eggs.
They're traditional. I like them.
They are. I hate them every time.
Alright, let's get this done.
I just realized there's absolutely no way we can wake up Julian. He's on deafen.
Is he on deafen or just mute? No, he's on deafen. Yeah, that dude is passed out. He's a sleepy peepee.
Yep. He was eepy. And now he's doing memes.
He's just a sleepy boy.
Okay.
No, Ring, I'm not. No, Ring, I'm not talking to you. All he said was sleepy boy, and he turned his head to the word boy.
My boy said, I enjoyed Dark Knight when most of my job was shielding my team during big damage windows and dealing good damage when I didn't need to be shielding. And then in regards to the ramen talk, just put sesame oil, brown sugar, and either chili peppers or chili oil, and that's a meal. That's for Scott and that's for these white people that are with me because I don't really eat ramen.
I'm not. No, I don't put any kind of brown sugar in there.
He doesn't judge up his ramen.
Just to be clear.
No, like if I'm getting ramen, it's pretty much from like ramen shops or something like that.
Bobby said, "Oh, also the final shape is amazing. Don't skip it." I don't. None of us play Destiny, dude. I
think Julian does.
You'd have to convince me.
I don't think he plays often, but I think he does play.
I have to catch up completely on Destiny 2. I've played and finished the base game, but that was years ago. All right, let's check out Dark Knight real quick.
And also, I am not white. I am a dragon. There's a difference.
Yeah, white dragon.
I'm not the blue-eyed white dragon.
We lost Plunge. So what's your gap closer as Dark Knight now? Bobby said it rolls through all the D1 and D2 story, culminating in the complete 10-year saga they promised. I only played it because it came with my PS4, and I liked it, but I'm really not gonna go back.
Julian and Jacques forced me to get it.
And then
just like Minecraft.
I only played Destiny when it was when I was dating a straight man. I can never go back. What was it fucking say? I'm telling you, my boy is gay, so gay. He shouldn't be dealing with kids. All right. In 92, you get Shadowed Veil, reduces damage taken by 40%. Okay, so it's another defense or damage mitt.
I don't play shooter games, so I'll never play Destiny. But I've seen like the screenshots and some videos of what's his name, Cade, or something like that, and I'm like, I love Cade, but I'll never play the game.
He was like the best part of that game.
It's like you get a weaker version of XCOG when you use Shadowed Vigil. That's pretty cool. The level 100 ability for Dark Knight, disesteem, like you're taking away somebody's esteem.
Diss someone's steam.
It seems that way. Deals drink. Okay. I gotta find a drink. Hold on. Deals physical damage to all enemies in a straight line before you with a potency of 800 for the first enemy and 50% less for all remaining enemies. Can only be executed while Scorn is active, and I think they changed Scorn as well. Yeah, they got rid of some ability and turned it into Delirium. That's why I have Delirium on my hotbar twice. Also, what's your gap closer now? If it's not Plunge, what is it? Blood Spiller? Oh. What level do you get your gap closer?
Isn't it Shadow Strike?
Rush to a target. Yeah, here you go. You're so smart, Sterlina. I'm gonna add that to my hotbar real quick. Rush to a target enemy's location cannot be executed while inbound. Oh, I don't know why they changed it, but they changed it. Oh, Salted Earth is also an action now. Salted Earth turns into light, salt, and darkness. Cool. Oh yeah, I think that was always a thing. Never mind.
Yeah.
Boys, I got your capitals right here. Oh my boy, Saralina, you were stronger than me. A guy offered me a man offered me kisses and huggies if I backed him up.
What?
I think what he meant was a guy offered him kisses and hugs if he played the game with him. I think that's what he's saying. I hope that's what he meant, because if he was talking about huggies diapers, there's fetish play that I'm not willing to be a part of.
Dude, my brain is fried from 110 degrees heat out here, okay? I have no idea what the hell is happening.
You get melee mastery, enhanced delirium, enhanced reprisal.
Yeah, I was doing Dark Knight as well, and I'm like, where is this stupid thing? So I saw that one, so that's how I knew.
Yeah, I like Dark Knight. I'm not playing it at the moment. It's not a priority for me, but I like it.
Oh, and also, White Mage has I wouldn't say a gap closer, but it is more of a get out of the way move as well. I forgot it's ethereal something.
Yeah, from what I remember hearing, it's sort of like the Dancer's Dodge, which is one of my favorite closers in the game.
Yeah, unfortunately, I can only use once, and I think the cooldown is a minute and a half, I think.
That's a long cooldown, but it's better than nothing.
Yeah, I know, but still, I would have liked it if it had like the charge of like 2, how the Shadow Strider does. It has the 2. You can jump twice before.
You get a level 40
fully
something,
recharged.
right? Where are you?
They pretty much kept their buttons pretty much the same, didn't they?
Ethereal shift. Quickly dash 15 yalms forward. Cannot be executed while bound. Recast 6. It's only a minute. Still, that's a long time for a gap closer. Well, they really kept our bottoms pretty much the same, didn't they? Yeah, pretty much. I mean, Dark Knight was strong, I thought.
Oh, and also, they also implemented that when you activate Presence of Mind, you can use Glare 4, I think, 3 times as an extra. So the placement where Presence of Mind would be, it turns into Glare 4. Which is interesting.
Yeah, they want you to know, like, it's time to unleash all the damage. I'll pick up White Mage again at some point, but that's not a priority for me right now. I like playing Scholar. I was having a blast playing Scholar the other day when we were doing dungeons. Scholar's so fun. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna go to I Ain't Afraid of No Ghost. And I guess I got maybe like 1 or 2 fates in, or like maybe 2 or 3 more fates in me, and then we'll end stream. You've enjoyed Scholar since you unlocked it. Yeah, I like Scholar a lot. I think it's really good. Because it just feels nice to auto heal. I mean, assuming your party's doing it right. So to sort of put it, what I'm saying in context, if you're doing a dungeon and your DPS is being aware and they're avoiding damage, your fairy should only be healing the tank. So you can usually do other things like buffs, dealing damage, getting a good positional, like all I mean, not positional, but just finding a good place to be. So it's really fun to do that. What the hell was that? I just got beamed out of the air. Yeah, holy shit.
You got beamed out of the air?
Yeah, I guess it didn't like fully knock me out. I should put on my stand. It's just like I was flying and a Kamehameha just came out of nowhere.
I hate those random Kamehamehas.
It'd be like that sometimes. If your tank is taking Scholar, it's fun. If not, it's an yeah. Because then the flip side of that, if you're playing with DPS who are like, I'm gonna eat every single mechanic and the healer can heal me, then it becomes like I gotta use every single cooldown that I have available to me and I can't do any damage, and I'm also not gonna have anything ready for the boss when we get there. But assuming the DPS is staying away, all I gotta do is make sure that my fairy is buffed, and I can just do damage. It's very fun for me. I don't know how it plays at high level stuff, but if you're looking for a healer where you don't really need to think a lot, Scholar is pretty good. I'm also enjoying using emergency tactics a lot more, because I always avoided emergency tactics, which is a move where whatever shield you gave to your team, it turns that into straight health. So you lose the shield, but it turns into health. And I've been using that more now that I realize it's on like a 15-second cooldown, which is really short. And what it'll do is it'll give a little bit of shield to people that have been hit by like a raid wide or something, and it'll put them in that position where the DPS doesn't need to be healed by my fairy, and my fairy just goes straight back to healing the tank, and I can go back to doing damage. It's a really useful tool now that I'm aware of how short the cooldown is. Alright, that's another one done. Where are we sitting at now? 4 more and we'll finish rank 2, and then we have to do another 40 to finish off the area.
Oh, my mom asked me, like, because she has told me what she's getting me for my birthday, so she asked me, like, what game do you want to get to go with your PS5? And I'm like, can I pay for it since you gave me a PS5? It's just, yeah, sure. I'm gonna get Dragon Age 4.
Of course you are. I don't think that was a surprise. Every
Final
female.
Fantasy 16.
I wish I could. Yeah, you should at some point. Or 7. I wish I had the effect where I could make my mic sound like it's giving feedback, because I would do that feedback and it'd be like every woman and every non-hetero gamer loves Dragon Age, and I am not wrong about this. There's my boy, Dragon Age. If you have Scholar in Dungeons or Raids, just go bonkers as Shield Tank and Scholar. Yeah, I love playing.
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't even realize the new one actually fully came out.
It's coming out. It's not out yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I thought
it comes out in fall. My birthday is in fall, so I'm just like.
Because I saw like the character creator or whatever come up, if I remember correctly, like as a little demo thing.
Alistair's back.
The gameplay trailer. There's a gameplay trailer.
Because I remember, like, I enjoyed 1 through 3.
Yeah, I did multiple playthroughs of 1, and I played through 2 and 3 once.
Ooh, my boy says, Alistair's my husband.
Yeah, Alistair's back.
I have no idea if he's back.
Or are you just shouting you love Alistair?
Anders,
You're so horny.
My only character that I love in that whole entire franchise is Varric, and he is in 4, and I am so happy. People are a little upset with how like the graphics and the movements are completely different from the past. And I'm like, what do you expect? It's been 10 years since the Inquisition came out.
How dare they be different? Decades later.
I know. What do you
It's like, yeah, it's called evolution of a franchise.
Yeah, I don't understand. Like
spoilers.
I've read the comments.
They
and
make it
people are
different.
Oh my god, Saralina, can you keep reading what my boy wrote?
I'm reading it. Iron Bull is my boyfriend. Anders is my problematic ex.
Julian's awake.
Hey, welcome back.
Wake, I said I had to mute because fucking story shit was happening.
You're on deafen.
Yeah, I deafened too because I didn't want to hear it.
You didn't want to hear us.
I don't want to hear you guys, I want to hear the story.
Yes, my boy, Varric is my favorite character. I was so upset in the second and the third one that it was not a romance option. That made me so pissed off. But I'm like, you know what? He's an awesome character. I'm happy to have him in the game regardless.
Gunblade, please, for the love of God, take this aggro. Holy shit.
Yeah, people compared the graphics of Dragon Age 4 to that of Fortnite.
No.
And just like, how dare you?
People love to hate. It's the internet.
They do.
Yeah, that's pretty much why I left all social media.
Yeah, I literally facepalmed the second I saw the word Fortnite in comparison with Dragon Age, and I'm just like, how old are these people? Like, you guys aren't even old enough to even play the first Dragon Age game, I'm sure, if that's how you're treating it.
You sent my brain down a really quick spiral, Scott, which is I was going to say, I don't have very many social media that I use except for TikTok. And then I was going to say, like, I was going to send you some more TikToks, but I know you can't watch them. And then it was going to be like some of them were wrestling TikToks. And then that reminded me that there's a documentary that WWE just put out today about the build-up to the Cody Roman fight at WrestleMania. I would suggest you watch it. They're surprisingly open about the behind the scenes of the business. Some of it feels a little like protected because it is official WWE, but yeah. I mean it's surprising just how open they are in that documentary. It's only an hour long too, so you might want to, if you got time, check it out. Hey, look what I can do now.
Yeah,
hold on, my boy, look at this, look at this. My ley line's over there, right? Not anymore. Look at that. My ley line's over here now. Although I'm in a position where I can't attack anything, so I gotta leave my ley line anyway. But look at that. You can move your ley lines now. At level 96.
Darn. So now I won't be able to hear my ley line.
My ley lines. I only get one of them at like level 96.
Oh, my boy says Ogren is my alcoholic abusive ex. Oh, good lord.
Someone didn't see the fact. Someone didn't see the job video, job actions video where everybody fucking shat their pants when they saw the ley lines.
Who are you talking about? Me?
I'm talking about oh my boy, he didn't see the job actions video. You moved the ley lines. Everybody's fucking like, what?
Yeah, I lost my mind when I saw that. It was awesome. Yeah, at level 96, you get the ability to move your ley line once per battle. Or once per ley line, sorry.
Or, oh my boy, have you seen Varric's new look in Dragon Age 4 trailer?
Alright. So should I take Kimari into Riku, Lulu, or Waka's Sphere Grid?
That's Sphere Grid. When you said I want to take Kimari into Riku, I was gonna be like that. No. I haven't read that Dojin.
To be honest, I usually take him in the
Not yet?
It doesn't hurt to have two heavy hitters.
I mean, yeah, it's gonna be a while before he gets to Orons.
Well, it depends. Do you want to have more than one magic caster or more than one person that can hit those flying enemies? Because his accuracy and his attack will go up.
Yeah, I've been going into Waka.
Just give me a second, my boy. I'll send you a message.
Because I know people who will take him into freaking magic and give him like boosted magic, but I like to give him more attack because when he's by himself it's like that magic ain't gonna do him jack squat when he's fucking.
Yeah, because ideally I would have taken him into Oron, but in order to get him into Oron, I have to go through Titus's Sphere Grid.
That doesn't hurt either because it makes him faster.
Oh my boy, I'm not ignoring you. I'm just not as horny for Dragon Age as you are. And in my defense, that is a tall mountain to climb.
The match is horny or
to match his Dragon Age horny. I can match his horny elsewhere, but not for Dragon Age.
Yeah, there it is. Okay, my boy, I sent you a Discord.
Alright, I got one more Fate in me and then we'll end stream. Wherever it pops up is where we'll go. Oh, so I'm balls deep in Dragon Age.
You know one thing though, that playing these other Final Fantasies after playing the Pixel Remaster ruined me.
In what?
Like, I want auto battle so badly.
Yeah, I don't know how it's gonna work for 8 when I have to draw and do the menu over and over and over.
Yeah, because like just in general, auto battle was so nice to just especially for grinding, to just be like, yeah, okay, just set up my grind and then go. Like, here's what I want to do, and then just let the game do what it's gonna do.
Set up my grind and go sounds like dialogue in a 90s movie written by adults that didn't understand slang.
I'm waiting to see who my boy's reaction to Varric's new look in Dragon Age 4.
Alright, so that's gonna be enough of Final Fantasy X for the night.
Oh my
I did not get very far.
I'm gonna cross over. Do I?
Oh wait, never mind.
And also,
do I wait until tomorrow after? I can't stay up too long tonight. I have fucking work tomorrow.
I'm off on the 4th of July.
Lord knows if I do.
I would have picked up a shift, but I don't get paid holiday pay tomorrow, so I'm like, fuck it. Why would I pick up a shift if I'm not gonna get paid extra?
If it wasn't for the release of Dawntrail, I would have been working. It's like time and a half, and my pay rate is really nice.
I used up all my Dawntrail. I used up all my off days for Dawntrail, so I haven't worked. Unless I call in tomorrow like a jackass.
So a game just kind of like released that I saw like jack shit about, and it's just like, oh, okay, they remastered Beyond Good and Evil.
They're going to. I don't know if it's out yet.
It released, yeah. Beyond Good and Evil 20th Anniversary Edition.
Yeah, they showed it at the Ubisoft press conference, which I didn't type anything about because I didn't really care.
And I'm just like, I don't think anyone cares about the first one anymore. They want the fucking sequel that's been in the works for like 20 years now.
Like forever, yeah.
Hey, Omni.
Yes, sir.
Where do I get the animal weapon replicas again?
Oh, there's that's the Stormblood one, right? Oh, no, that's the Aziz Law. You go to Aziz Law, and if you on the opposite side of the people, there are 3 orbs. It's the one farthest to the right.
Okay. I need to get the replica of the X.
Why is Jacques not here?
Because he has better friends that he wants to fucking hang out with.
Because how the fuck did Mushoku Tensei get a fucking game?
Isn't that a hugely popular series?
But so here it's the same as with Reincarnated as a Slime is getting a game. And I'm like, how do you make a game about an overpowered main character that just one-shots everything?
Make a Dynasty Warriors clone. That's what I would do. You're gonna kill everything.
What I would probably do as well, but at the same time, that's not what they did. They're like, no, we have to make a real game, and it's like, that's cool, but what's the point? Like,
because this is banned on material.
Oh my boy, shush! What's wrong with you?
You guys are so horny.
Although Ghislaine is in this game, I do like Ghislaine. But then again, Mushoku Tensei got really awkward. I wasn't about that life, so...
I only know that is a very popular show. I canceled my Crunchyroll
It's very
sub
popular,
as well.
but it's like, it also is one of the isekais where it's like, yeah, the dude's like 12 and is getting with other 12-year-olds, and it is implied that they are getting together,
and he's mentally dirty.
In ways of like they're actually fucking, and it's like, nah, I'm good. Like,
Certified pedophile. Wap.
I don't need to read that series. The isekais I read, it's like, no, like the characters are like 16, 17, and even then the dude has the mentality of older, and he's like, no, like these are like fucking children.
Yeah.
Like
in a very huge swerve from pedophilic anime, do you want to take like 2 minutes to talk about Turnip Boy, just so we can knock it out and be done with it?
We can.
Just for like 2 minutes, so, and then I'll end stream. Our game club of the month for June was Turnip Boy Evades Tax Evasion. It's a very simple top-down, like a Zelda-like, where you are told that your house has been repossessed and you need to go run tasks for the mayor in order to get your house back.
Yeah, I was not expecting some of the the swerves there, though.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be that you're a rebel who's like totally avoiding the system and you were fighting it, but that's not what it was. You're just kind of an idiot and you just go around doing stuff and then the world happens around you and it turns out you're the son of a mobster and the mayor is a mob turnip or something and you...
he was a mob onion?
He's a mob onion and then like you collect...
He wanted the land that your father had because he was the turnip mafia
and
leader.
And there's like a basement where your mafia father hid like a bunch of money and weapons and stuff, and he wanted access to that cash.
This was all actually a post-apocalyptic game as well.
Yeah, the setting is like humans ruined the world with toxic waste.
Yeah,
and toxic waste made sentient vegetables.
Humans nuked each other, and it brought about new life in the form of vegetables that lived and breathed. And I also like that you teach the little acorn about home ownership and then immediately tear it up in front of them.
There's a bunch of really funny stuff in that game.
The dialogue in that game
cleverly written.
Kind of had me for a while.
It's a very simple game. There's not a whole lot to it other than it isn't what you're expecting. So if you want 3 to 5 hours of just a really fun experience, I'd say pick up Turnip Boy Evades Tax Evasion and give it a shot.
It's always very cheap, if not free. Like, it is very much worth your time as long as you're not spending a lot of money on it.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, again, you can regularly get this game for under $5 or free.
Yeah. Wait for it to be in a humble bundle.
It is very much worth it.
Get a bunch of indies at once.
Isn't there a sequel to this game?
Yep. I don't know anything about it.
It's not on console yet, so I can't play it. Or I can't play it easier. Because I appreciate that I could use the right stick to actually attack, kind of like a dual stick shooter. That was kind of fun.
Oh yeah, the way the gameplay, the way the combat was designed, I found it like not very intuitive, so I just turned on God mode and just plowed through the game.
Okay.
I couldn't really aim my weapon stuff very well.
Were you playing? Because I found it actually pretty decent, but I was playing on console with
mouse and keyboard.
Yeah, I was gonna say, with console, I could use the right stick to just aim wherever I wanted to fire, and it was fun.
Yeah.
But no, I did turn on God mode to do the the DLC content, because I had to for the Platinum Trophy.
Yeah.
And as soon as I'm like, it's a roguelike? Nah, we're good.
Yeah.
God mode.
Epic does not have achievements, so I didn't even... It was so far away from my mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, no, fun little game. Great way to just kill like 3 hours, 2 to 3 hours.
Very clever writing. If that team ever gets a budget and they do something bigger, I'd be really interested to see if they can stretch that out and make it like a really long
Yeah, and that's why I'm hoping maybe the second game is like a more fleshed out experience.
Yeah. But yeah, keep an eye out. If you get a chance, play it. I recommend it.
Yeah. It was a nice little time killer before Dawntrail came out.
Yeah. So this month we're not going to be doing a game club because of Dawntrail. Next month, depending on what releases, we might not do a game club either. But we'll be back in September for sure for FF6. So be ready for that. We'll figure out the details later.
Yeah, which is why I got to try and finish 10 before September.
In terms of closings, you can find me here and also my Discord where I do all of my announcements and whatnot. You can find Saralina at the Not So Regal Dragon, or is the in it or no?
The
Not So Regal Dragon _ for spaces on Twitch. She also has a Discord. You can find Lazy Gaming Guys at Lazy Gaming Guys, or youtube.com/Lazy Gaming Guys, and they have a Discord as well. Saturday, I may or may not stream. It is a wrestling night. Money in the Bank is happening, so if you want to hang out, just join the Discord, and I'll be streaming it in the Discord chat. And then we'll be back next Wednesday, and I'll be probably playing more Dawntrail. Hopefully, I'll have the game finished, but we'll see what happens. If that's everything, then I'll go ahead and stream. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you next stream.
Bye. Bye.